Welcome back to the channel, and this is a channel where we give you reviews, playthroughs, unboxings. But today we're going to be continuing our countdown of our top 100 board games of all time. This is number 50 down to 41. So if your favourite Euro, Ameritrash or old Hasbro game ain't on this list, there's two reasons for that. One, because we ain't played it, and two, because it's probably a load of shit. So if you ain't subscribed to this channel, do so, or come round your gaff and punch your lights out. Hit a like button, comment, all that crap. And we'll crack on with this list after this. Bollocks. So number 50, we're into the top 50. Bloody hell, it's gone quick, isn't it? It's Forbidden Stars. This is a game that is based on the Warhammer 40,000 universe type thing, right? And essentially it's like an area control sort of game. You'll be using these tokens that will allow you to move, attack and all that sort of thing. You'll be placing them on different regions on a board and you'll be activating them from the top down. So if you put your token down first, you will go last in the pecking order, right? This game works best with 4 players. It is kind of long and the combat is just a standard dice chucking then play a card type thing affair. It's a unique game. There's not really anything like this. People try and compare it to other sorts of games that are set in space like Twilight Imperium and Eclipse and all that crap, but it doesn't really feel like any of those. It's got a unique theme. It's got unique playing mechanics, right? And of course it's highly sought after because of the messy divorce of Fantasy Flight and Games Workshop. So it's never ever going to be coming back in print in this form. It's not quite as rare as Rock and Roll shit, but may as well be. So if you can find a copy of Forbidden Stars, snap out quick, because with the way board game prices are going, you'll be able to retire on this when you flog it at the age of 65, or maybe 70, or maybe you'll just die on the job, eh? So number 49 is another game by Fantasy Flight Games. It's a Game of Thrones board game, 2nd edition. We never played the 1st edition, but we have played the 2nd edition. That's why it's number 49 on this list, right? This game works best with 6 players. Don't play it with any less 6 players unless you've got the Feast for Crows expansion, because it's really long. This is an area control game. You'll be starting off as one of the houses in a Game of Thrones novels, and you'll be trying to expand your influence by taking control of castles. All the while you'll be trying to vie for control of the Valyrian steel blade. You'll be trying to gain control of the Iron Throne that will allow you to break ties, right? And you've also got to be mindful of the threat from the wildlings that are going to be attacking every round, yeah? This is a really cutthroat game. You can make alliances with other players. You can break those alliances. All in all, it's a wonderful 6-player game. It's really thematic. It's one of those event games that you have to set aside a Saturday or a Sunday or when everybody's available, way in advance and look forward to this meaty challenge, yeah? Game of Thrones is a board game, one of the best 6-player games you can play today. So number 48 on this list is yet another dexterity game. Don't make excuses for that. It's Tumbled Dice. This is a wooden game, right? You get this massive wooden plinth that you have to bolt together into halves, and you'll get a load of dice. You'll put your die on the plinth and you'll flick it down these cascading levels until it comes to rest, and then you will multiply the pips on the die by the number on the plinth, right? So if you land on the bottom, you'll get times for whatever you rolled, yeah? You only get 4 dice, so the game is over really quickly. And if you can get some other identical dice, then you can play this with an unlimited number of players. I've seen this played on the dice tower with like about 60,000 different Americans all swarming around the board. So yeah, Tumbled Dice reminds me of one of those games that you used to find in a traditional English pub, and the only thing missing is the fact that I don't drink beer anymore, right? So yeah, that's a shame. But yeah, Tumbled Dice, a wonderful dexterity game, really old school feel, and everybody I've played this with wants to play it again and again and again. So yeah, wonderful dexterity game. Sort it out and go and get it, right? Number 47 on this list is a game that was at number 1 about 5 or 6 years ago, maybe it was sooner than that, I don't know. Anyway, it's Christoph Bollinger's absolute masterpiece. It's Archipelago. This is a wonderful 4X game: expand, exploit, exterminate and extrapolate. Like everyone else, I can't remember the other X, right? But yeah, in this game you'll be once again trying to take control of the new world or the old world, depending on which side you're on. And you will be trying to take control of towns, churches and all that sort of thing. You'll be trying to balance the politics of the archipelago by trying to keep the indigenous population under your control, which is a little bit of a weird theme these days, isn't it, right? It seemed alright in 2012. Well, maybe it didn't seem alright in 2012, but it's even worse now, right? There is some questionable material in this. It does wind people up the wrong way, but aside from that, right, not making excuses for that, but aside from that, it's got some wonderful card mechanics where you'll be trying to buy these different personalities and different events and different structures that will alter the flow of the game radically, right? And to top it all off, the game looks absolutely amazing. The artwork on this is off the charts, right? So yeah, Archipelago, Christoph Bollinger, one of our favourite designers, has gone off the boil recently with some really shitty games. Yeah, and there was this controversy with a Dog's Life Kickstarter thing that he was involved in or whatever. I don't even know if he was involved in that, but he designed the game. But anyway, Archipelago, Christoph Bollinger's masterpiece. Check it out. Number 46 on this list is a game by the human rights activist Eric Lang, right? This game is Blood Rage. This is a Viking themed game where you'll be trying to throw your armies into different regions and you'll be trying to take the rewards that are in the region. All the while you'll be drafting cards at the beginning round. You'll be playing these different cards. You might be going on quests that will give you points. You might be going into battle with other people and you might be trying to take control of these mythical creatures, right? Sort of like other games that may or may not be on this list, right? Blood Rage is a highly thematic affair. We always love playing Blood Rage. We did sort of think that Rising Sun was better than this, and then we changed our mind and we changed it back and we changed our mind, and now we think Rising Sun isn't as good as what we first thought it was. But our opinions change when the facts change, right? So yeah, Blood Rage got some absolutely amazing components. The cool mini or not minis are absolutely fantastic, and this game's really easy to play as well. So yeah, Blood Rage, a wonderful area control miniatures game that you need to play regardless of the politics of the geezer who designed it. Number 46 on this list is another hidden trade game. It's Dead of Winter. This game sees you trying to survive a zombie apocalypse, but like all of the now tired zombie cultural artifacts, the real things you've got to be wary of are your human colleagues, right? The thing that sets this apart from other types of games like this is that you've got a crossroads deck, right? Every round you'll be drawing a crossroads card and it will be giving you a choice whether or not you want to run over a baby, whether or not you want to steal some mouldy bread from some old ladies that were driving a Mercedes. And they don't hold back. There's some really harrowing choices, some really agonising choices in this game. This game was expanded with the Long Night. It was sort of one of those standalone expansions where you'll be getting stuff that you've already got in the core box and you'll just have to chuck it away, which is a bit of a stab to the heart, right? And there was also a Warring Colonies expansion which allowed you to combine the two sets and have a mega game of this with 12 players, right? Again, this is a highly thematic game, always on a knife edge. Maybe got a little bit too much bloke with all the racks and crap that they threw in the Long Night, but you do get to play with Bubbles the monkey, said Michael Jackson. And yeah, we do like Dead of Winter. It's a wonderful hidden trade game that will stay in our collection until the zombie apocalypse, if that hasn't already started. Number 44 is the granddaddy of all area control games. It's El Grande. This game looks like complete and utter poo because it's just a board with a map of Spain on it with Portugal blanked out, which is a bit of a bummer because I quite like going to the Algarve. But anyway, you've got these little cubes called Caballeros and you've got these big cubes called El Grande. You've got the king. There's this big phallic looking pawn thing that will go around the board and you won't be able to put anyone in the same space as the big fuck off penis. There's also a castle that you can throw your caballeros in and they will give you points, and essentially you'll be playing 3 rounds of this and you'll go through all these scoring mechanisms, be playing cards to put people into these different regions and to get extra people to fight your battles for you. El Grande has not got old. It could do with a bit of a refresh. I'm sort of tempted to say that it could do some minis, but that would take away the spirit of this. It's like a pub with sawdust on the floor, right? Yeah, it stinks of horse shit, but there's something quite rustic and nice about it, yeah? So yeah, El Grande, the game that started it all for a lot of people with area control, with their love affair for area control games. El Grande is a tried and tested classic, and you can pick it up for next to nothing if you get the German version and do some paste ups. So I urge you to do so. If you don't, you're a knob. So number 43 is a game by Bruno Cafala. It's Abyss. This will see you trying to vie for control of an underwater court. You'll be trying to influence different deep lords to do different stuff for you. No, not like that. Fucking hell. You lot are really unbelievable. You'll be trying to use the different abilities of the locations to give you pearls, and you'll be trying to affiliate yourself with some allied races as well. Right, this game looks really, really nice. It's just a shame it only plays with 4 players. I'd like to play this with maybe 5 or 6 players, yeah, but it only plays with 4, so I don't get to the table as much as I would like. There's some great expansions for this. There's the Leviathan expansion, which adds more stuff. There's the Kraken expansion, which adds a Kraken. What did you think it added? Sausages or something? So yeah, Abyss, not Bruno Cavala's best game, but it's up there. It's a decent game, and we do like playing this. We like the theme, and we like the components, and we generally like this game. Otherwise, it wouldn't be number 43, would it? So number 42 is a game about voting in the German elections in the 1980s. It's Damaka, right? This is a game where you'll be holding loads and loads and loads of different elections. You'll be trying to influence the electorate, trying to sway them away from their love of square tomatoes and trying to ditch the pound in favour of the euro. And you'll be trying to turn them all into a bunch of snowflake liberals. No, I'm joking. Probably the best electoral game out there. I've heard some people say that 1960 Making of a President is better than this, but I haven't played that one, so I really couldn't comment on that. But yeah, Damaka is a long game. It's a complex game, but it's a very rewarding game. You need to play this multiple times to get these strategies into your brain. There's a little bit of randomness, not that much, but yeah, we do like Damaka, and who would have thought that salivating over the prospect of the result of the German elections would give me such a boner. So number 41, and the game that's going to conclude this segment, is Robinson Crusoe Escape from the Cursed Island. Right, this is Ignacy Trzewiczek's best game in my opinion. I think it's his best game. I don't think there's any of his other stuff on it. I don't think there is, because most of it's dog shit. But yeah, this is a brutal game where you will find yourself, and maybe you'll take Friday and a dog with you, or maybe you'll take some other unsuspecting idiots onto the Cursed Island with you, and you'll be trying to escape. You will have to build a shelter. You will have to survive the elements. You will have to go out foraging for grub. You'll have to fight some wild beasts. And the thing that makes this game, I've said this 100 times, right, but the thing that makes this game is the mechanic where you'll be drawing event cards or adventure cards or whatever they're called. You'll be given the option of resolving them in the present, or shuffling them back in the deck, getting a better reward, but they might come back and bite you in the ass because you don't know when they're going to come back, right? Robinson Crusoe is a brutal game. I think, have we beaten this once? I might be bullshitting myself, but I think we've beaten it once on the Castaway scenario. We haven't beaten any of the other scenarios, like the King Kong scenario, the Swiss Family Robinson scenario. There is an expansion for this called the Voyage of the Beagle, and again, they have tried to follow the Fantasy Flight model of milking a cash cow by making a deluxe version that we wouldn't touch with a 10-foot fucking barge pole, because it costs too much money, and like we always say, we don't buy games that we already own, right? So the first edition is perfectly adequate for this. The rulebook sucks. Go down onto a certain nasty little website, download the new rulebook, and you'll be set to go. If you ever complete this game, really, honestly, ever complete this game, let me know in the comments below, because I will call you a lying bastard. So there you go. That's the next segment of our top 100 board games of all time. Do you agree with our list so far? Tell us what games we've missed out, or what games you think are going to be in the next few segments of this, right? But if you ain't subscribed to this channel, do so. Hit the like button, comment, all that bollocks, and we'll see you next time.